What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing the match reaction review and analysis of the game between Manchester City and Crystal Palace, which has finished Manchester City 0, Crystal Palace 2. I will be talking about all the talking points for this game. But before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, you want to help to support my channel, then do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 21k subscribers. We're less than 300 subscribers away from that goal, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram, my email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Most importantly, do let me know your thoughts in the comments below of what went wrong for Manchester City here. What was to blame or who was to blame? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, this video is sponsored and I'm calling on all men.
This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com, the premium global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. Manscaped provide the best tools, equipment and liquids for every body part. They have been kind enough to send me the new Lawnmower 4.0. The Lawnmower 4.0 is a cordless trimmer with a wireless charging system, providing 90 minutes on one full charge on the lithium-ion battery. The trimmer has LED lights on the front to show battery life and also on the trimmer for a more precise shave. Ceramic blades with skin-safe technology are provided to help reduce nicks and cuts. 4 trimmer guard options are also available to customize your hair length. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproof, allowing for easy cleanup. A new travel lock feature is built in to prevent vibrations whilst on the go. So come and join me and 2 million other men worldwide who trust Manscaped when it comes to keeping yourself clean and tidy. Use code JSGC20 for 20% off and free worldwide shipping.
Thank you very much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and use my code JSGC20 to get yourself 20% off and also free worldwide shipping, then do feel free. Using that code at manscaped.com does help to support the future content created here on my channel. On with this video. Let's break down then just what went wrong for Manchester City. 6 minutes in, we went behind. That's where the problem lies. Go to my preview and I say to you, betting tip, goal in the first 10 minutes of this game, between minutes 0 and minutes 9 is where my bet would be for a goal. I was expecting Manchester City, considering we've got a really negative result in midweek going out on penalties to West Ham, to want to rectify that, to come out into this game and be explosive, come out of the blocks and really take the game to Crystal Palace. I'm talking 2 or 3 good opportunities. One of them goes away because we'll have been working on finishing in the build-up to this game, considering we drew a blank against West Ham. We were slow, lacklustre. I mean, we was having shots that were off target. There were poor shots from 30 yards out. And we were just working the ball into the final third and then looked absolutely clueless with what to do to it, to a point that we just thought, right, let's just pass it to a player that's good at crossing the ball. And you cross a ball into the middle. We haven't signed a tall physical striker. There isn't anybody on the receiving end in the penalty area to take on these crosses, to win them balls in the air. And Crystal Palace, just like West Ham, they were winning everything in the air. Lessons have not been learnt from that game midweek against West Ham. And that, to me, isn't good enough for Manchester City. That breaks down from not just the team, but the coaches as well, and the staff that's working day in, day out with the players. It's just poor from Manchester City. I just don't understand, with the array of talent that we have, that our best option is to get it 25-30 yards out to the touchline and cross the ball in. And I feel a little bit sorry for Kevin De Bruyne, because he will be scapegoated here, because he's the man that can put in delicious balls for our players, even though they're not the most tall or physical of players. He's the player that the balls are so accurate that they make things happen. And balls, they're not really there for Manchester City at this moment in time. It's not really working as of yet. And because of that, everyone's looking towards Kevin De Bruyne, towards being that creative player, but I think that's really harsh. I think that's harsh. I had a look midweek, and I didn't just blame De Bruyne for things going wrong. I blame the whole attacking team, and I'm going to do the same again for this game. I blame the whole attacking team. They weren't on it like by any stretch of the imagination. Bernardo Silva's been amazing this season. 8 out of 10 minimum performances in this game. He looked really poor. His passes were wayward. His pressing wasn't really there. It didn't look like how Bernardo Silva has been this season. I don't know whether that's down to the pressure and how well Palace were doing in this game, or whether it was the motivation factor, whether he's feeling tired, whether he's out of rhythm. I'm not sure. It just wasn't there. It wasn't linking up well. The same can be said for Cancelo. He was putting lots of balls into the box. They weren't working. Rodri's been incredible for Manchester City. I thought he looked really mediocre in this game as well. But it's not just him. I'm looking towards the attacking players. When things aren't going right and I'm looking towards City getting goals, I'm not just looking at De Bruyne to try and make things happen. I'm looking at players like Foden, like Grealish, like Jesus to really take the game from the scruff of the neck and to really get into the positions, get in and around the space, be smarter and make things happen. And it just didn't happen. I didn't see much of it right up until probably around the 44th minute when City had a couple of minutes of spelled pressure, putting some good low whipped crosses into the box. It didn't come to anything, but they looked better. And then right up against the run of play, we have arguably the game-changing moment. A minute before the end of the first half in added-on time. A long ball's played forward, a simple header is won by Crystal Palace, and Wilfried Zaha feels like he's in and around. Aymeric Laporte knows this, he brings him down. Now he's 35, 40 yards out. The referee deems it a goal-scoring opportunity. A red card is shown. I can forgive the referee for thinking that. It's not a decision I agree with, and I'm sure a lot of other people out there, particularly City fans, won't agree with that, and I'm sure a lot of opposition fans, including Palace fans, will agree with that decision. The joy of football and opinions. But to me, 35, 40 yards out, how on earth can that be a goal-scoring opportunity? He isn't going to be set through one-on-one with the keeper, that Laporte cynically takes him down to stop that from happening. There's a lot that can happen in 35 to 40 yards out. That is a long way from goal. That's not even halfway through the Manchester City half, and he's brought down. Laporte knows the danger that's around him and takes that decision. Now, I'm not saying that Wilfried Zaha wouldn't have taken control and gone on to have a goal-scoring opportunity, but right at that moment that he's brought down, to me, there is not a goal-scoring opportunity. It's a really harsh red card. However, I do think the decision will be upheld. It's a decision I don't agree with. I do think, though, it's a decision that's requires an opinion. Some will think that's a red card, some won't. We saw it earlier in the Leicester game as well, where the decision the referee thought wasn't a red card and VAR agreed with it, and then in this game the referees deemed it a red card and VAR's agreed with it. It's an opinion. One way or the other, City should be winning that first header in the first place, and it's a silly challenge for Laporte to make, and all of a sudden we're up against it. That is a big problem. 1-0 behind, down to 10 men. That is a big, big problem. A situation that we shouldn't be in, that we was in. We do have enough quality, though, in the second half to make that count and to get back in the game. And first 10 minutes, I said it on my live stream, I wanted us to really send all-out attack, backs against the wall for Crystal Palace. Blitz them with attack after attack after attack. Use your energy. Do what Liverpool do. High intensity pressing and attacking. Look for that early goal. City get that early goal. Palace have a decision to make. Sit on it or push forward, try and win the game with City down to 10 men. That opens up the space. We can go back to our normal game, and I'm confident we can play our way around Crystal Palace. In the end, Palace haven't needed to make that decision because we haven't done that. Palace, in fact, haven't needed to come out of second gear in this game. They've got that early goal and held firm ever since. And they look comfortable. They've won this game 2-0. They could have had 3 or 4 if they fancied it, if I'm completely honest, because City weren't scoring in a month for Sundays in this game. Other than that one good ball, which was played across, with Foden offside in the build-up, there wasn't really much else there. Palace had a goal disallowed, offside. A minute later, City have a goal disallowed, offside. It's a harsh one against Foden. It's a really tight call. He's judged to be offside, though. And that just summed up the frustrations there. And City then didn't really do much from there. Didn't do much at all. It was just so flat. It was inept from City. We need to be better. we need to be thankful that Liverpool have dropped points today, because this could have been a lot worse. We could have been not only 5 points behind Chelsea, we could have been 2 results behind Liverpool as well. Liverpool, one of the strongest teams in Europe right now. So we need to be thankful that Brighton, after being 2-0 down, have managed to take a point at Anfield. However, Chelsea have won, so there is damage there. They have got clear daylight, not only against City, but also Liverpool as well, in the race to that Premier League title. With a very busy end of November and busy December schedule coming up, that's crucial. City must have a very good November and December now. We've got a massive Manchester derby coming up next weekend. Everyone's talking about the pressures on Manchester United. There's pressure on Manchester City now, because if we fail to beat Manchester United, there's going to be a fair gap between us and the top. And our aim is to win the Premier League. That then becomes a problem, because Chelsea, they're a class team. Liverpool are a class team. You allow them to get too many points ahead of us, we're struggling. And this isn't like last season where the positions at City were in. This isn't like it at all. There are fans back into the stadiums. There has been a pre-season. Players are a little bit fresher this year than what they are last year, due to the demand of the schedule and the season being squeezed in last year. Players have had an extra week or two's rest, and with good management of players and a good bit of squad rotation, player fatigue will become a problem, but that won't become a problem until much later into the season. And because of that, I think the points tally will be higher this season than what it was last season. At the moment, City are on course to be, somewhere in the 80s, which could well challenge for the Premier League title. However, with how Chelsea are going and where Liverpool are going as well, I'll put City out there. We're good enough for it. The Premier League points tally, I should be probably talking about 90s rather than 80s. And if Liverpool or Chelsea hit that, then City have got a lot of work to do. The only way City manage to make these points back and recover from dropping points against Southampton at home, losing against Crystal Palace at home, is for us to go on an incredible run. It happened last year. It needs to happen again this year. We're putting ourselves under pressure. We're not helping ourselves. And with performances like how we performed in this game, 14 shots, 3 on target, it's West Ham 2.0 from midweek. 2 different teams. That was Man City's squad rotation team. That was City's players not really had much playing time, so I can forgive it. And it's the Carabao Cup, a competition we've won 4 times consecutively. We haven't exited the competition in 5 years. I'm not bothered. I am bothered about the Premier League though. That's a biggie. That's a big trophy. The season's defined upon winning a Premier League or a Champions League, or both. And at the moment, we've made hard work of this. We're only at the end of October. There's still a long way to go. We are more than capable of winning the Premier League, but right now all the warning signs are there for City. We cannot keep doing this. We cannot keep not creating much, not putting our opportunities away, and, being poor. Today, to me, we was poor. It's not like some of the other games where I said we played alright. We haven't played alright. We were poor. And Crystal Palace have taken the points off us. They played this game better than us. Not better football, but they played the game much better than us. Not helped by the officials. That's not an excuse though. This is poor from Manchester City. We've got a game in midweek now against Bruges. Priority has to be that. We have to go into that game with the right mindset. Attack from minute 1. Take the game to Bruges. Score the goals. Defend properly. Get the confidence there going into the Manchester derby. The last thing we want after picking up an amazing result in Bruges is to lose in Manchester against Bruges. That's the last thing we need, because we've got a difficult game coming up against PSG at home and Leipzig away. That's not the easiest end to the group. So we need to be making life easy for ourselves, and we need to be learning the lessons. We need to be learning them now. We've got a big week. Champions League, Manchester derby. I will not forgive playing this poor in that Manchester derby next weekend. I won't forgive it for the Champions League. Make mistakes once, fine. Make it twice, that's not good. If we do it a 3rd time, that's unforgivable. We need to be much, much better. I also thought we lacked a bit of passion on the pitch today as well. It's not the first time I'll mention that. I could speak about strikers all day, every day. We spent 100 million on Jack Grealish. Was that the priority? Was it? We needed a striker and we didn't make that happen. And to me, for the first time, I'm thinking to myself, I don't just think we're a striker short, we might be an attacker short as well, because today we didn't look good enough, and that isn't the first time that that's happened this season. Lots for us to ponder, lots for us to think about. Would love to know your thoughts though, guys, in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 21k subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Less than 300 subs away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Also, don't forget to go and check out my social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And on a last note, thank you very much to manscaped.com for sponsoring this video. If you want to go and cop yourself 20% off and free worldwide shipping, then go and use code JSGC20 at checkout. Using that code at manscaped.com does help to support the future content created here on my channel. And I'll see you all again very soon. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.